Hello everyone, welcome to Rio and the Rio Centro Pavilion 3, home to the table tennis event at the Paralympic Games. And today it's medals all the way in the singles tournament. We have men and women, standing and wheelchair athletes. They all have a chance of gold here. And it's been a storming success so far. We've had some spectacular gold medal matches already in previous sessions. And fingers crossed that we'll have the same again here today at the Paralympic Games Rio 2016. This is what we have coming up in this session. 4 matches, 4 chances to be atop of the podium. And well, stay with us. You might see some great action and a little bit of history made.
We've seen such a range of performances too, and not without its controversies. Sandra Pavic of Croatia first up against Steffi Grebe of Germany. These two met in the final in the World Championships in Beijing, and it was a victory for Pavic, the 33-year-old over the 28-year-old, but this is their progress to the gold medal match.
In some categories there are slightly more hurdles because there are more athletes. You might have a quarter-final. Not so here. But these athletes, I've obviously seen Pavic in action before, and she is a spectacular athlete. This is a class 6, so it's for standing athletes, but those with the lowest amount of movement. And Pavic kind of locks herself into the table and takes it from there. And so it's a very different kind of table tennis that you might see in class 10, for example, where they're diving around the table, but nonetheless still as absorbing a contest. What you'll see is Pavic uses the crutches to get there, and then she'll dispense with them, and away she goes.
Officials from Algeria and Venezuela for this one.
This is Pavic, the 33-year-old, the first Paralympic Games, and she's looked very good, the world ranked #1. And she's up against the world ranked #5, who was 4th in London, looking, well, she will get better, of course, at least to silver, but looking to get the gold medal. And these are our umpires. That's the chair umpire. And we also have obviously somebody in charge scoring, holding on to the table tennis bats until they are revealed.
Just for one embarrassing moment there, it didn't look like Grebe was going to shake Pavic's hand, but she just wanted to go over to the official first. And then there was a smile for her opponent, and they know each other well enough. And we'll soon be underway with the warm-up and then the match. It's very much got its own routine and flow and rhythm. These competitive table tennis matches.
Yeah, it's always difficult to be first on in this session, isn't it? People still arriving, but you have to focus on the task at hand here in this very big arena. Just the 2 tables being used now, the bronze medal match also taking place at the same time, and not so much noise. It doesn't really relate to your table, but you've still got to keep your focus, and that's, I'm sure, what the Croatian coach will be saying to Pavic, who has been taking part in table tennis since she was 6 in 1989, made a debut in the Paralympic version of the sport in 2013. She had an accident in 2009 that left her with spinal injury. She was a very talented table tennis player before that, in the top 10 in Europe, and was in a Croatian minibus going back from an event, and when the accident happened, didn't have a seatbelt on, and was left with injuries. And I think it's hugely to her credit that she's carried on with table tennis and focused on the Paralympics, and as you can see, a chance of a gold. I'm sure she will feel it's a fantastic journey that she's been on in the last, what, 7 years or so.
the athletes kindly submit bits of bio information to give us something of a profile, and both these athletes have a similar kind of personal philosophy of fighting. Keep fighting, says Palvich, and fight, says Greber.
I don't think they're going to give up easily in this match, are they?
And I think it applies to various aspects of their lives, not just competition, but fighting for equality of opportunity. Quality of recognition. I think these Paralympic Games help to meet those ends, because it exposes a lot of people to what these great athletes can do.
And what you'll see as well, Palvich will bind the bat to her hand just to aid the grip. If there's not enough grip, that they're certainly entitled to do that, and you'll see that quite a lot. And Grabe, as you can see, has her own mechanisms for making sure the bat is secured to the limb and they can get on with the task at hand. But yeah, Palvich is interesting. She doesn't have a lot of movement around the table, but she will certainly be on equal terms with her opponent. Tricky old match against the first of the Ukrainian opponents in the group matches, but apart from that, not been too bad a journey to this gold medal match for the Croatian from Zagreb. Husband Daniel, I'm sure, will be on tenterhooks as well. Always worth to be a spectator in these situations, I think. Here's Steffi Grebe of Germany, again going through. And the semi-final was a bit of an epic, a 5-gamer. But she has got through, and we are just a minute or so away from getting into this Class 6, our first match of this session.
Sandra Pavich's usual coach, Natasha Skosilovic, has been for the last 4 years. But, sometimes your usual coach gets replaced at these events by the national coach.
How to get underway then, Class 6 women's singles. This is the gold medal match. Della Wilhelm getting us underway. A fast and furious serve down the line. Couldn't match it up with the backhand. Managed to get across on the forehand. And you heard the little groan from the Croat, knew that she'd given her opponent a little bit too much space there. Quite managed to get across the net. Right, into a 2-point lead here in the opening moments of this gold medal match. Oh, yes.
That's well hit by Grebe. After dropping the first 2 points on her own serve, now she's settling into the match. Give any of these top class players room to swing on their forehand side, and something's coming back with plenty of pace. Good movement from Grebe. Which will be disappointed with that. You can see what she's trying to do. Obviously, just
serve on the angle, make it difficult for Pavic. This time wide enough from Pavic. She knows she has to get that right because Grabe, with a little extra ability to get around the table, can sometimes hit those forehands. So it is a calculated risk from this woman here. We've heard that a lot in the lead up to this match. She likes to celebrate the point. And it's gone long, and it's a 5-point advantage in this first game.
What you see a lot of the players try to do, or hear them do, is vocally dominate the table.
She stood strong there, didn't she? Because Grabe threw everything at her, from the little angled serve to that forehand, which is brilliant. But look at the stretch from Pavic.
So she generally just sets herself up on the left side of the centre line. She's got greater reach on the forehand, clearly. Pavic has won 6 points in a row.
And she has 8 game points. 4 minutes gone. It's not been a slow first game. Oh, and gives it rather meekly. You see what she's trying to do. She's trying to angle some across. This time, try to get it down the line. And it wasn't to be for Steffi Grabe, the German, conceding the first game in just 5 minutes, 11-2. Grabe sent back with a lot of encouragement and a lot of talk about the tactics at the table.
Yeah, a positive look and smile from the coaches is always a good thing to see.
It has been a fascinating duel in that first game. It'll be interesting to see if Grabe does change the way she approaches this match. Has been looking for the little angles. Certainly has tried to hit that forehand, but this woman here, Pavic, has been equal to everything.
Doesn't mind a chat with herself, Sandra Pavic. And 11-2 the first game. Things have got to change radically for Grabe to get into the match. Sweep up behind the ball, as we've noted. It's a low percentage amount of contact opportunity, really. Works well when it works.
Well, that's what she's been trying to get, the mistake from Pavic on that little dink cross table, making the Croat have to stretch out of her comfort zone.
The ball was there to be hit. Pavic won't like that soft error, really. Has scoreline of 2-all.
Oh, yes. We've seen that forehand before, and this time she's pumped up because that's an excellent shot. Gets the rotation, gets the top spin, gets it onto the edge of the table. Just long from the Croat. She's busy giving herself a lecture. Cheer from Grabe. Difficult shot, that one. Difficult to get to for the German, but she did ever so well, just couldn't land it. Oh my word, another one.
Yeah, just rolled it across the net, sharply angled forehand.
She really had to stretch for it. It wasn't a bad shot or a bad idea from Pavic. And excellent. Bit of momentum now behind the German. Good long serve.
Rally of the match, I think.
It was a real cat and mouse, wasn't it? A few real strong strokes, a couple of floaters to the back of the table.
10 strokes in that one.
Don't know whether she needs a coach. She's busy lecturing herself. The return of serve was spectacular from Sandra Pavic. It was a really good serve from Grabe, just looking to take it away, and she stretched so well to get there, and that was the basis of winning that point. And from being behind, she's now 2 points ahead.
Take the little break at 7-5. The Croatian red and white check colours, unmistakable wherever you see them around the world.
It's a timeout, and
oh, sorry, yeah,
because of the mobility issues for Pavic, they'll take the timeout right by the umpire.
A Croatian friend of mine back home who's got split allegiances between Australia and Croatia. When Croatia plays Australia in football, he's never quite sure who to support. But on this particular occasion, he decided he would support Australia, and it was a World Cup match, and up went the chant: "You're red, you're white, you're going home tonight." And he said he wants to take the credit for initiating the chant.
Well, there's always a certain thrill, isn't there, from starting a chant at a sporting event.
That's right.
You feel kind of good about that. Yeah. Can't say it's happened too often to me.
Sporting fans can be great fun, as long as it's done in the right spirit. On we go. Pavic.
She's looking very strong, isn't she? Dominating the table. Just a bit long. Little fillip for the German athlete, back to just 2 behind. Oh, it's long and getting points to take a 2-0 lead here for Sandra Pavic. Who has been outstanding so far.
One saved.
And it's gone long, and just 7 minutes this time to wrap up this game. And she's looking very strong, the Croat, Sandra Pavic. 2 games to love up in this gold medal match in Class 6.
Pavic really looks like she's enjoying herself out there. That's always easier when you're comprehensively in front.
And it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, we always talk about, if you can, stay at the table, let the other person do the work. In Class 6, you know, certainly in Pavic's case, you don't have an option in that. So your whole game plan is based around reaching what you can, making the other do the work. And Greb has been very busy around the table, but despite that, Pavic has been sending most things back with a bit of interest.
And for Pavic, that places a premium on the speed of her reactions. She can't retreat from the table. She's got to get the job done.
Yeah, and if it's coming at you quick, you're right, she has phenomenal reaction times.
So she leads at 11-2, 11-7, the 33-year-old from Zagreb. It's Grebe to serve. Score early and score often. Get back into this match.
Yeah, needs a bit of momentum behind her, doesn't she? She was ahead early in the second game, but was soon in trouble again. Great angles from Pavic. Again, talking about making Grebe do all the work, and she did get to that ball. Good work from the German athlete, but just not quite good enough. Those you have to put back the returns if you want to make some progress in this game.
It strikes me, Pavic would never be lonely. She's always got herself to talk to.
I hear she's a bubbly character. I don't think she'll be wanting for people to have a chat to. But you're right, if she was on a desert island, she could still have a conversation. 4-1.
She wouldn't need Tom Hanks's football, would she? She could just talk to Sandra Pavic.
Oh, Very nearly crept over the net and onto the table. But a point for the German. Flat, fast serve. Perhaps a little bit caught by surprise. She's a very smiley girl as well, isn't she? It's nice to see.
Absolutely.
Even when she's lost the point, she'll give herself a little wry smile. Not much smiling to be done for Greb. She's really in a lot of trouble here in this match. Long.
German coach trying to get something happening here for Steffi Grebe.
Yep, can only give encouragement, can't give coaching during the match. That's why you see the coaches clapping long and hard just to get their point across to their charges. 7-3, edging towards a gold medal point here.
Pavic has only lost 5 points on her own serve in the whole match.
Oh, took an edge. A little acknowledgement. You take anything in this situation. All counts. That's long. Just too powerful for the German. Everything keeps coming back. Eventually, you're going to miss. Two points away from the gold medal now. 5 minutes on the clock for this game. They've not been long ones. And now the woman from Zagreb has 6 gold medal points.
And takes it. Yeah, she has been fun to watch, and she has very much enjoyed what's happened here and has taken it in straight games. 11-2, 11-7, 11-4. It's the gold medal for Sandra Pavic against Steffi Grebe.
Lovely sportsmanship. The two met in the World Championship final, and it was the Croat who prevailed there, and she has prevailed here. And what a journey she has been on after that road accident, which left her with the spinal injuries in, 2009. And she rededicated herself to the sport of table tennis, and that was the moment when it all paid off.
You know, but right through the match, she exemplified what Sir Philip Craven of the IPC asks of the athletes: do your best and enjoy doing it. And we saw that over and over again.
Well, she'll be all smiles on the podium. That coming up a little bit later in this session, but there's confirmation. A easy win in the end for Croatia and for Sandra Pavic.
Shake of the head there from the German coach saying, yes, you were too good, congratulations. The best of spirits this match played in. A great result for Pavic, defeating Steffi Grebe 2-7 and 4.
Just 20 minutes to wrap it up. The goal goes to the Croat.
2-2 both players from Ukraine. So Ukraine guaranteed a bronze medal there on table 4 here, the women's singles class 6. Meanwhile, on table 2, congratulations, Sandra Pavic of Croatia, who takes the gold, the Paralympic champion here in Rio 2016. And congratulations to Stephanie Grebo of Germany, takes the silver, but they're on table 2, 3-0 victory for Sandra Pavic. Fantastic table tennis on table 4. Both players from Ukraine going head-to-head for the last remaining medal in the women's singles class 6, the bronze. Congratulations to both players for making it through so far here at Rio 2016. But it's Marina Levchenko who takes it in a close encounter, 3-2, winning the 5th game, 11 points to 7. So congratulations to Marina Levchenko, who takes the bronze. And then just to recap on table 2, it was Stephanie Greve of Germany takes the silver, and victory there for Croatia's Sandra Pavlovic, who takes the gold.
Na mesa 4, parabéns, Mariana Litovchenko, a ucraniana de 25 anos, conquista, portanto, o bronze inédito, enfrentando Antonina Krotzinska, que jogou demais também, 3-2, o resultado da partida que valeu o bronze para Mariana Litovchenko. Tivemos também na mesa 2 a disputa pelo ouro, Sandra Pavlovic, da Croácia, 33 anos, conquistando, portanto, a medalha de ouro nos Jogos Paralímpicos Rio 2016, individual feminino classe 6.
Next matches will be at 10:45. We'll be welcoming the players in very shortly, in about 8 or 9 minutes time. Next work will be the men's singles class 8.
Daqui a pouquinho vamos acompanhar também a final, a grande decisão individual masculino classe 8, entre o André Sissonka, o húngaro de 27 anos, contra o Zhao Shuai, chinês de 21 anos, sem dúvida nenhuma, mais uma grande decisão aqui do pavilhão 3 do Rio Centro, a casa do tênis de mesa paralímpico.
action continues here at Rio Central 3. Please welcome your Rio 2016 Paralympic athletes.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, novamente deem as boas-vindas aos atletas paralímpicos da Rio 2016.
Here's how these men progressed to the gold medal match. Andras Schonka and Zhao Shui. It's Hungary and China in this Class 8 men's final. Zhao looks in good mood for the contest, and so too Schonka. From Budapest and from Hebei they come. Hebei province is in the north of China. Budapest, capital of Hungary, of course, a beautiful city too. And our officials come from Nigeria and Brazil.
Gold medal match, men's singles class 8.
Na mesa 2, disputa pela medalha de ouro no individual masculino
Andras Schonka,
classe 8
a left-handed player
da Hungria.
and world number 6.
Da República Popular da China,
Zhao, number 2 in the world. So on world rankings, you might see the Chinese start as favourite here. As we always say in live sport, sport generally, there's no script. Who knows what's going to happen here? How it'll pan out.
no individual masculino classe 8.
We've got a good contest though, that's for sure. With so much at stake, the opportunity for a Paralympic gold medal. But Zhao Shui is the defending Paralympic champion, having won in London. A 5th place in London for Schonka, so his first Paralympic medal coming up. He's won a couple of bronzes in team competition at World Championship. In both Beijing and Guangzhou, 2014 and 2010. So he's been competing on the world stage. And this is Schonka's opportunity for taking his game to a new level. Cecilia Arinhe of Nigeria, Marlos Montes of Brazil, taking care of the table and proceedings. Here's the coin.
It's a big moment for the officials as well, isn't it?
Yep, they like to get it right. Two-handed catch from Cecilia. And you're serving. It's all sorted.
Couple of minutes to warm up, and then we'll be underway in this Class 8. Just a reminder of the classification system. 1 to 5 is for athletes in a wheelchair, and 6 to 10 for those who can play their table tennis standing. And as you head up the numbers towards 10, you get athletes who are more able to get around the table, a bit more mobility. And this is Schonka, how he progressed through to this gold medal match. It's a fairly full class of athletes. Actually got a lot of athletes here, so quarterfinals and semi-finals and group matches as well.
Yes, 6 groups of 3. Schonka found himself in Group F and came through. And from Group B came Zhao.
Yeah, Zhao with a 5-game match in the semi-final, so he's had to fight to get here.
I was thinking about the officials we have from Nigeria and Brazil. One of the costs that many may not think about in Paralympic and Olympic Games, there are hundreds of officials who need to be brought in for these sports festivals to take care of the measuring and the judging, and they have to be accommodated and flown in and looked after, and it's a really significant part of the setup and the infrastructure of these big games. And of course, they're anxious to get it right and have their moment in opening ceremonies where the oath is taken on behalf of the judges and officials to do their job to the best of their ability and fairly. Here we go.
Class 8 men's singles gold medal match.
Sort of a tentative mishit on the open forehand for Shonka. Oh, likewise. Well,
but it was
yeah.
swerving, wasn't it? It was side spin. And difficult for Zhao. I'll tell you one thing, this is going to be a noisy match. They're both chuntering away to each other, geeing each other up, and themselves, of course. But flip, that quick backhand over the net, couldn't quite make it. It's a quick advantage for Zhao.
Zhao's been playing since the age of 10.
Oh, just gone wide, took a little bit of net. That was a good rally, but a 4-point differential now. Yeah, Shonka actually been playing a year more. He started at 9. So, as always with table tennis, they tend to start early. Shonka, in fact, started because his brother was playing recreationally. That must be annoying as a brother when your little brother starts and then he gets a lot better than you and ends up on the world stage. And he's got a bit of work to do here. 6-2 down in this opening game.
Brother's probably very proud.
Of course, but you know what sibling rivalry is like.
I do. I've got 4 brothers. I know all about it.
Bit better now for Jonka. Just back to 6-3. Oh, well, I think it took a bit of net on the way through. A little apology, but you couldn't have placed it better, could you? And Chinese supporters are back in. Not hitting that forehand at the moment. Just not coming off for the man from Budapest. Oh, that's an excellent bit of placement, though. Just taking the Hungarian a little bit longer just to settle into this match. He's very disappointed with that unforced error.
Lost 5 points on his own serve.
There's another one, and it gives 6 game points to Zhao Shuai. Very comprehensive. 4 minutes it takes for Zhao to wrap up the first game. No wonder he's all smiles. He leads Andres Chonka by 4 games to 1. By 1 game to love. I beg your pardon. He won by 11-5. We're still looking at how many minutes it took him, and it wasn't many.
No, that's a quick opening exchange that Zhao dominated. He was all over the Shonka serve.
A bit of work for the coach to do, really. That's where they earn their corn.
Shonka's been to a few games now. He was in Athens, Beijing and London. Gradually those results improving.
Yeah, it was 7th in Beijing, wasn't it? 5th in London. At least a silver here. But he needs to improve in this second game.
Yeah, he didn't progress far in Athens, but that's going back a while, isn't it?
And you'll bear in mind he's only 27 now, so
15.
yeah. Good experience. Stands you in good stead, the whole experience of a big tournament like this. Fabulous forehand. Better opener for Chonka. Just waiting for the ball to come back. Retrieved. We only play with the same ball all the way through this match, unlike sports like tennis, of course. Oh, that's a fabulous change of direction from the Hungarian, and he's ahead for the first time in this match.
Gives the table a bit of a glare.
It's all about the spin. I don't think the table's got much to do with it. Mind you, it has been walked on a few times in the gold medal matches.
Not that that's okay.
During celebrations. It's interesting, both these athletes serving with the ball on the bat. Now then, I think he's just been called up on the serve. That'll be more because he's hiding the ball, or they'll assume that he's hiding the ball behind the body.
Is that the ball making contact with the bat must be visible to your opponent. Not necessarily easy for the umpires from side on to tell what someone at 45 degrees to them can see. It's always struck me as a bit of an anomaly about the sport.
Absolutely, and of course the other reason you can be called, and it's not applicable in this particular match, is if you're holding the ball in the palm of your hand but it's slightly curled up and no one can see, they'll call you on that as well. You've got to be able to see the ball as it's thrown up. Obviously these guys using the bat, that doesn't matter. The timeout has been called. Zhao just starting to come in front in this second game, and the Hungarian coach has seen enough, wanted to break the momentum, and obviously has a couple of points to make as well.
So action resumes with Zhang Shui leading 6-4. Took the first game 11-5.
Four ranking places between these two at the moment. It's going to the world number 2. Zhao dominating, and Chonka having a little bit of difficulty reading the serve, the spin from Zhao. Oh, much better from Chonka, but still couldn't win the point.
And it wasn't his friend. And game points aplenty for Zhang.
Great shot into the body. No time for Andreas Juncker to readjust. Looking good, Zhao Shuai. That's better. Beautifully hit. Not enough though, and no wonder he's pumped up. Zhao Shuai, 2/3 of the way towards the gold medal.
Well, Shuai's only lost 5 points on his serve. He's just looking a bit too good at the moment for Andras Schonka of Hungary.
Well, Jonker's hero is the German table tennis player Timo Boll. And he has a couple of team bronzes in World Championships, but would love to have the gold here.
What a return to start off the third game by Zhao.
He really is being dominated at the moment, isn't he, Jonker?
Zhao just climbed into that one. Wasn't even a bad serve.
That would have been a fantastic winner if it had landed, but it wasn't. Went long. He's very confident though.
Zhang's in that. Zhao is in that delightful situation where he can just swing pretty freely. He's 2 games to the good, playing well.
Yeah, the confidence is flowing, isn't it?
A bit of perspiration on the table there. You see it glistening at certain angles.
Yeah, they don't like that at all on the table, do they?
Yeah.
And now here we go. It is going to be Marlos Montes into action with the old chamois.
Get him to wash my car.
Too much power from Jonker.
Occasional bit of negative body language, I suppose, from Schonka, which is totally understandable considering his situation on the scoreboard. It's a bit grim.
Oh my word, what a shot that was. Well, we saw a couple of those in the Class 10 gold medal match, but Zhao, absolutely outstanding. Got down, got the top spin, and it just flew. Nothing that Jonker could do about that. Better from Jonker. What a good response that is. Better from Jonker. He's hanging in here. Biggest lead he's had in the whole of this match in any game is 1 point. So really is a case of trying to better himself there, and he's so frustrated. That was the spin again, causing the problems. too much this time. Junker hoping for the mistake on the smash from Zhao. Had a plenty of time, and that was an excellent shot. Dispatched it very cleanly indeed.
Well, Shonka managed to get himself back to the middle, but the angles are wide open for Zhao to exploit. And 7-5, he's only a few points away from the title. Three now. Oh, it's hit the very end of the table because there's no replying with those. You just dip off at some angle you just can't predict.
It's not flowing the luck, is it, for Chonka at the moment? And that was just too powerful a game. And Zhao, you understand why he's fired up. He has 5 gold medal points.
Curled that one back, but unfortunately it was under the table, not on top. So one saved.
Really is sweating, isn't he? Such a physical sport, but he won't mind. Another chance to take the gold here. He's digging in, the Hungarian. 2 gold medal points saved.
Make that 3.
What a rally that was.
The longest rally in the match has only been 11 strokes, so it tends to be over in a hurry. He's quite aggressive, is Zhao.
Yeah, but it's easy on the eye, isn't it, sometimes? Well, will there be a timeout call? Yes, there will, straight away for the Chinese. Coach, hang on a second. Has he changed his mind? No, he's sat back down again. I thought he was looking for the timeout. Didn't need it. Doesn't need it because it is at last. It took all of his gold medal points. Good defending from Jonker, but Zhao takes the title, and that's what it means to him.
So he's a dual Paralympic champion, a winner in London in this Class 8, and a winner in Rio. He's done it in straight games, 11-5, 11-6, 11-9. Coach gives him a bit of a lift. I don't think he needs one.
Now he's bouncing around all on his own, isn't he? Excellent display of controlled and powerful table tennis from Zhao Shuai. And the 21-year-old already has 2 Paralympic gold medals. He had to fight a bit, didn't he? Wasted 4 opportunities and then 1 more left.
Shonka looks to his corner. You know, it occurred to me when Shonka was getting advice from his coach that he was sort of listening and sort of had this look on his face that, yeah, that's fine, but the other guy's better than me. And so it proved. Zhao Shuai, too good by some measure.
Yeah, and it just took 18 minutes to wrap that up. Jonker won't be too disappointed on reflection, I'm sure. That ranked 6th in the world, he's got a silver medal. But China's continuing good Paralympic Games continues. Zhao Shuai with the gold.
decisive game there for bronze on table 4. Once again, congratulations to Andres Zonka of Hungary for winning the silver there in his 4th Paralympic Games, and for Zhao Shui of China, wins gold to follow his gold in London 4 years ago.
Na mesa 4, uma disputa das mais equilibradas desta rodada. Wi Shaoqing da China consegue a vitória no quarto set, 11-3, jogo equilibrado, 2-2. Vamos ter a decisão do bronze apenas no set, desempate no quinto set. E mais uma vez parabenizando Zhao Shui da China, medalha de ouro no individual masculino, classe 8.
So, timeout called by Team China there, trailing 3-1 in Game 5. It's an energetic start to the decisive game by Poland's Piotr Buzin.
Tempo técnico solicitado, Wi Shaoqing, um chinês, vai vencendo este último e decisivo set por 3-1 diante do Piotr Buzin, o polonês. É sensacional, absolutamente equilibrada a decisão do bronze no individual masculino classe 8. jogaço. Parabéns, da China também, que conseguiu 2 sets. Parabéns aos 2 atletas e vale ressaltar que Zhao Shuai, o chinês de 21 anos, conquistou o ouro.
Coming up, we will have the victory ceremony for women's singles class 6, and then the table tennis will get back underway. 2 more sets of medal matches, 11:45 and 12:45. Lots more action to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Nós continuamos acompanhando a festa do pior ano polonês, medalha de bronze no Rio 2016. Daqui a pouquinho tem a cerimônia de premiação no individual feminino classe 6 e ainda hoje vamos acompanhar a decisão do ouro no individual masculino classe 1. Também tem o bronze no individual masculino classe 1 e o ouro e o bronze no individual feminino classe 7, portanto mais 4 partidas fantásticas e cerimônias de premiação que certamente vão emocionar a todos os presentes aqui no pavilhão 3 do Rio Centro, a casa do tênis de mesa paralímpico na Rio 2016.
puede salir adelante y que con sacrificio las cosas sí valen la pena.
Si no se pasa un tratamiento de terapia, y yo doy un ejemplo de ello. Son pocos la gente que tiene actitudes como él. Yo creo que más bien él le sirve de ejemplo a los que no han podido llegar.
Para mí eso es una motivación, yo creo que para todos los deportistas y para todos los que tratamos aquí de ver cómo trota con una dificultad que él tiene, pero lo hace con muchas ganas de seguir adelante. Es un ejemplo a seguir.
No le han impedido su discapacidad, para él hacer su vida normalmente como otros niños.
En muchas partes también le han dado el valor que hace tiempo se lo daban por la discapacidad, hoy día son valorados, son tenidos en cuenta en muchas partes, incluso también para la inclusión laboral.
Pronto, si usted tenía una limitación, el entorno lo miraba de manera excluyente. Pero estos muchachos deportistas han logrado, a través de su disciplina y de su trabajo y de sus medallas, que entendamos que ellos también hacen parte de la sociedad.
Gracias a esta tendencia, ya no me ven como aquel joven ignorante, ya me ven en mí un ejemplo de superación, medallista, que ven como si yo puedo superarme, ellos por qué no pueden.
En su estilo de vida nos han enseñado a que si ellos que tienen limitaciones físicas pueden ir más allá de lo que quizás la gente espera, con esfuerzo, con disciplina, con dedicación, se pueden conseguir grandes cosas.
El orgullo más grande es ser medallista, a pesar de su discapacidad, o sea, él ha salido adelante. Imagínense que mamá no va a sentirse orgullosa con su hijo.
Y ahora, o sea, yo quiero mi discapacidad porque gracias a ella estoy donde estoy. Y si volviera a nacer, naciera así porque esto me ha llevado a muchas cosas.
Meu nome é Gabriel e eu gostei de ver natação nas Paralimpíadas. Tá muito da hora e os atletas estão se dedicando muito.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming up will be the victory ceremony for women's singles class 6.
Senhoras e senhores, daqui a pouquinho vamos acompanhar, portanto, a cerimônia de premiação do individual feminino classe 6.
The medals will be presented by Chairperson of the Para Division of the International Table Tennis Federation.
Felt has had a busy time handing out medals. This is her part of the International Table Tennis Federation, looking after the para athletes. And the European Paralympic Committee Vice President will be giving out the gifts. Tom, the mascot, with the different coloured hair, denoting which medal you got, which I think is quite a neat idea.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine.
Medalha de bronze, representando a Ucrânia,
Marina Letochenko.
Marina Letochenko of the Ukraine, involved in all Ukrainian battle for the bronze with Antonina Brzezinska. Won it 3-2, a bit of an epic, that one. Had a bronze at the European Championships last year, but I think it's fair to say she's upgraded a little bit here, come to the Paralympics, and she has taken the bronze medal.
Silver medalist representing Germany.
medalha de prata, representando a Alemanha,
Stephanie Greba.
Well, Greba, 4th 4 years ago. She's moved up a couple of places to claim the silver. Did get a silver medal at the World Championships just 2 years ago in Beijing. Paralympic level. This is her first medal.
And just 28 years of age. There may well be more to come. Silver for Germany's Steffi Greba.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Croatia.
medalha de ouro e campeã paralímpica, representando a Croácia,
Sandra Pajovic.
That's an infectious smile, isn't it? She's a great winner, a great competitor, and has added a Paralympic title to her world title from Beijing, and did it in impressive style.
Yeah, someone who was a good table tennis player before she had an accident in 2009, left her with the spinal injuries that she has now, but she reset, changed her goals, headed to the Paralympics, and look where it's left her. Top step of the podium and a gold for Sandra Pajovic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Croatia.
senhoras e senhores, o hino da Croácia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Great reception. It was a great gold medal match as well, and it's ended up like this: the podium with the bronze for Marina Letochenko of Ukraine, Steffi Greba of Germany with the silver, and it's Sandra Pajovic of Croatia and her first Paralympics who takes the gold medal.
It's Rob Davies of Great Britain against Ju Young Dae from the Republic of Korea. And Davies and Ju making it through to this Class 1 gold medal match. 43-year-old from Korea, playing the 32-year-old from Great Britain, originally from Abergavenny in Wales.
Yeah, lives in Brecon now. Nice part of the world, very picturesque. You won't be worried about that at the moment. He'll be focused. He's a lively character, is Rob Davies. Enjoying it already by the look of it. Rob Davies, European champion twice, but missed out in London in front of his home crowd. Was 5th. Ju Young Dae with the gold at the Asian Games a couple of years ago, but fairly inexperienced. The CV not as big perhaps as that of Davies. Untitled Chapter of India is our chair umpire.
And Ju Young Dae from Sacheon in southeast part of the Republic of Korea, South Korea.
This is a Class 1 contest, and this is a wheelchair table tennis match between these two. And Class 1 is that for those with the least amount of movement. Some of the athletes can move their trunk, top half of their body fairly well. These guys, limited amount of movement, so that's why they're in Class 1. But trust me, you'll see some great table tennis and a unique shot really to some of the Class 1, Class 2 athletes, where they'll just dink the ball up high with backspin, looking for it to just go over the net and come back again. There's absolutely nothing that you can do as the opponent to get near that, of course, without more movement. So it's a tricky little shot to execute, but when it comes off, it's a very satisfying shot. Also, they'll be looking to play the ball at the angle as well, out of the reach of the opponent. So a slightly different kind of match than you might see with some of the standing athletes here at the Paralympic Games.
Atul Dubey of India and Syed Ragab of Egypt, our umpires for the gold medal match. Wish them the match as well.
Waiting for the formalities to be dealt with, then we can have a couple of minutes of practice and then we can get underway. Rob Davies not having to bind the bat to his hand, but he does have a bigger grip than you would normally see on a bat, just to help him get some purchase.
So Rob Davies,
actually no, he does bind. Actually, that's the binding that he's taking off, and then he'll just a little bit, and then he'll put it round. And you'll see also that Ju Young Dae will do that as well, just to make sure that the bat is held firmly. If you don't have enough in the muscles of the hand, then there we go. And it does look a little bit awkward, but it's something he does before each game and each match, and Ju as well, very well practiced in this.
So there's infinite number of ways that people can improvise and get done what they need to do. And once you start watching Paralympic sport, you immediately stop thinking about an impairment and start admiring what the athletes can and do achieve on their sporting arena, whether it's indoors at table tennis, outdoors at the track and field. It's about ability.
And the interesting thing in the table tennis is obviously, different amounts of mobility or whatever within the classes, and very subtly the shots will change just to accommodate that. And still the same amount of skill, same amount of competitive spirit. Davies, who had to fight in that group stage. A little bit easier coming through the knockout stages. World ranked #1. Ju is ranked #5 in the world, and 43 years of age, and breezed through the first 4 matches, and then against his compatriot Nam, Q1, and a 5-setter. So he will have enjoyed getting through there, and the Korean coach will be hoping that he can progress to the top step of the podium come the medal ceremonies a little bit later on in this session.
Rob Davies, you mentioned from Abergavenny, and Wales is a very strong rugby playing nation. He had his accident playing rugby and has taken to table tennis since. That was 2005.
Yeah, he likes to play wheelchair rugby just for fun, which is probably as physical as anything you'll see.
That is a great sport to watch. If you don't have the opportunity, make sure you do somehow. Wheelchair rugby is very tactical, it's very physical, there's a lot of noise with the collisions, and the guys go tumbling to the floor, up they get again. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yep. And interestingly enough, he was in rehab, and like a lot of these athletes, started playing table tennis. He had a chance meeting with Sarah Head, who's also part of the British squad here, during rehab, and they must have, I guess, got talking, and as a result, a chance for a gold medal here at the Paralympic Games. Likes to warm up, by the way, in the hall behind us by listening to Robbie Williams' Bon Jovi on Queen. I am told, reliably. I'm not sure what Ju likes to listen to. If it's anything like my daughter, it'll be K-pop.
Bit of Gangnam Style, perhaps. But Abergavenny, we were talking about, speaking of music, a town made almost as famous by the song by Marty Wilde, taking a trip up to Abergavenny, hoping the weather is fine. Well, let's see how fine it is for Davies against Ju today. Gold medal match, Class 1.
Good start from the Korean. Frustration for Davis, didn't like his return there. Has the serve though, and then serves long. He's a man who is very active around the table. That's better. Always readjusting the chair up to the table. He gets his first point, and as you can hear, there's a lot of British fans and a lot of the other players are here to cheer him on. He'll be pleased with that as well. Well, that's another one of the sneaky Class 1 moves, just to dink the serve over the net. Did very well to reach that. And he'll be pleased. Davis set down a marker there for that serve.
Yeah, it's a good tactic. If you can react to it, have the reach.
Oh yes. Well, there's the angled shot that will always bring you results if you can land it. Maybe a side spin on it just to drift it away. Oh, and he's done it again. Little nod of acknowledgement from Davis.
Well, he went for it very early, Ju, to try and cut down the reaction time.
Well, I mean, the reason possibly he did that is because that's the shot we were talking about, with the backspin to try and bring it back over the net, away from Ju. So he knew that time was perhaps a little bit limited to play the shot. It wasn't the best, actually, of shots from Davis. Needed to be a bit closer to the net, really. into the body. Better from the Republic of Korea, and he's into a 3-point lead at the business end of this first game. That was a very good shot. Had to readjust Davis and just flat batted it back.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give Ju the angle to work with it. Playing it straight to his body cuts down the opportunities for the cross-table shot.
Oh, didn't hit it properly. It sat up waiting to be hit. Just couldn't get his body in the right place. It's a good contest, this one. There you go, good smash from Davis. There's that lob with backspin. Neither of them have been able to execute it properly just yet. And he's come back. Was trailing by 3 at one point. Hasn't led this game yet. There's a chance to do it now. Oh, it's an excellent return right into the corner. Forehand not quite so good though. So he'll get the first game point. Davis has the serve, which is an advantage, of course. Oh, and it goes long, took the net on the way through. So game point for Ju Young-dae.
It just took a little while to get into this match, Rob Davies. He seemed a bit nervous, probably expected to win, expecting it of himself. Oh, what a serve.
Fast and low. Not much that Davis could do about that.
And game point for Davies. So that was just long. Hard to tell that at the end of the table or Davies. It was a ladder.
Right into the body, swerving into the body. It's a tight one, this one. Just flat batted back, but in the sweet spot as far as Ju was concerned. Oh, and it's long. So then, a second game point for Ju. Great work from Davis. Really had to stretch on the serve. It's a real weapon of Ju's, that little dink across the net. On we go. Little smile from Ju. I don't think it took a touch of the net.
Just looking for the angle. Too much angle. And not enough table.
Wry smile again from the Korean. So now Davis with a chance. And he takes it. Well, he did very well to defend some game points from Ju. And in the end, the world number one has prevailed in an 8-minute game.
Just took a little while to adjust to the game of Ju Young-dae. Did Rob Davies. Wasn't too late, but it nearly was. And 14-12, he takes the first in this gold medal Class 1 game.
저게 짧은 서비스 들어가잖아. 네가 봤을 때 좀 짧게 들어가나? 안 들어가잖아. 백쪽으로 넣어. 백쪽으로 just go here with it, so you can go your score into a bit of a top corner performance. It just gives you the options. You can either go for the short one here, but not too soft. It's got to be or you follow what we talked about. Okay, you're doing very good when you're in those runners, expecting the ball to go out. He doesn't like that much.
A lot to say, a lot to take in, and we're ready for this second game in the Class 1 men's singles gold medal match here in Rio. It's warm and breezy outside, but the nerves are icy calm here between these two.
Both men had opportunities to take that first game. Davies nipped it 14-12. On we go.
Davies just taking his time, make sure he's set the way he'd like to be. Oh, what a return.
That
My
came
word.
back with interest. Oh, that's quick reaction time. He's really put himself in the right position.
Well, sometimes they come back and sometimes they don't. It's all instinct, that one. And then the serve. Due, I think, actually acknowledging there was a let there, and Davies just having to make the point to the umpire, and so the score back to 2, and he'll take the serve again. Very sportsmanlike from Due.
Well, this is an imposing start to the second game. The Korean did lead early in the first as well, and then was run down, but this is a sizable lead.
Just too easy. Rob Davies spot on, really, making it easy for Due just to dominate this game. Oh, and takes the edge. 6-0, 6-love, and I don't think the coach will bother calling a timeout this early in the match, especially with 7 unanswered points. Let this one go if you have to. Didn't get that one right, the little dink, little surprise serve.
Not too much to lose at with a lead of 7, back to 7-1. So the sneaky serve tried unsuccessfully.
Davies he led by 1 until he managed to take the first game at any point in the game, and trying to overcome a big deficit here. Those 2 serves were good. Just letting Davies back into this game. He's serving like that.
So the only 2 points that Due has lost on serve in this game have been service errors.
Oh yes, well, the serve wasn't of the quality that Davies needed there. Easily dispatched by Due, just a couple away from taking this second game. That's the shot. You couldn't play it much better than that. What a way to go to 6 game points. Brilliant. Oh yeah, too good.
Well, a dominant second game, surprisingly so, seeing as he dropped the first But that's how momentum can swing. And we've got a couple of top-class players in action. Coaches have had their say.
Yeah, and I think so far advantage due, because made Davis fight hard to win that first game and then breeze through the second.
Dew had a run of 7 straight points to open up the second game. Davies looking to start the third a little more productively.
Yeah, the beginning of this game crucial. If he can just get a foothold, he's got a chance. And that's a great return.
Nice and deep and quick. Gee, no opportunity to continue the rally.
Oh, missed it, missed the forehand. This is another tight opening to the game, like it was in the first, but not the second. Better, crisper from Davis. Both these athletes winning one and losing one on their serve, opening up this third game. What he's saying is the serve was past the side of the table, and that's not allowed in wheelchair table tennis. It has to be within the parameters of the sides of the table. It's long a game. Just taking his time, as you might expect in this situation.
A little clever use of the angle and the pace.
Frustrated with himself. Knows this is a crucial, pivotal third game. Long, back to just 2.
Davies just cannot find rhythm, a run of points, a feeling that he's got Duke worked out or in trouble. That's better.
Yeah, this time, the last of those backspin drop shots from Ju was perfect. This one wasn't quite so, and hitting it early before it starts to go away from you. That's a lovely serve and follow-up. Davis unable to get the depth on the return as he was stretching.
Yeah, that's too good. He's been looking for that winning serve.
To within 2 for Rob Davis. Very good backhand there, had to be quick. Great reactions. The world's #1. Hit it very sweetly and Ju unable to do anything with it. And that's a great smash as well. Brings us level in this game and in this match.
No rally in this third game longer than 8 strokes.
Oh yes, now he's starting to find some form. And it's Ju who has to dig deep. Well, the smash before was an excellent one. And this time the serve doesn't work. A little bit too tentative. 2 game points for Davis and a little bit of contemplation for Ju of Korea.
Yeah, looking for another soft point on the gentle serve. Not coming.
That was a good, brave return from Ju. He was ahead by 3 at one point in this game. Still defending here. And that will do it. That will do it. He came from behind, looking out of sorts in this third game. And now Rob Davis of Great Britain has edged ahead. He leads by 2 games to 1.
Well, this is a very tactical match. Ju is working hard to explore the areas of the table that Davies just can't get to, but mixing that up with a lot of quick returns.
And this class one always entertains. It, like you say, like a sort of table tennis version of a chess match, who can just maneuver themselves into the best position. Just a little pause whilst Davis gets the wheelchair just to his liking. He is with an advantage at the moment in this game, 2-1. And that return just long.
Well, Ju was always on the defensive in that short rally. He misread the serve. He thought it was going to his backhand.
It's a lovely return. He plays with that kind of inside-out backhand rather than, if it's out wide, he will play the forehand, but he much prefers to play that shot. And again, digging deep to take the point. And for the first time really in this match, he started well in the game.
And Davies has to reach right forward to retrieve the serve. He's got to work hard to get his body back to where he wants to be. And a well-fought little rally. And timeout.
Yeah, called by the Koreans. You can see why. And that's what about the 43-year-old. Only made his debut 3 years ago. So his first Paralympics, and was outstanding at the Asian Games. Got the gold there and a team silver. And world rank number 5. To do that in 3 years is not a bad effort. But he's in a bit of bother here, and having to deal with the very vocal British supporters in the stands as well. Super Rob Davies there singing. Well, he's been pretty good in this game. He's struggled in certain games as well.
British fans enjoy a song, don't they?
Well, the Welsh certainly do, yes. And the rugby players, like Rob Davies was and still is in the wheelchair version of it, they certainly do. And they might have something to sing about here if he continues this form in the 4th game.
As much as anything, the purpose of the timeout is to stop the momentum of the player that's on the run. Let's see what the outcome is here. And sure enough, it's due. First to serve, first to score after the timeout.
That's a great little smash, isn't it? There's one of the British coaches in the centre of your shot there, taking some time out from his charges to cheer on Rob Davies. Busy time for the coaches as well as the players here. It's gone long, and he's really running out of answers here, Ju Young Dae.
Of course, in table tennis, there's a little bit of luck to be had with the ball favours you after the top of the net or the edge of the table. But when you look at the second game, won 11-4 by Ju, how does it turn around so completely? Change of tactics and adjustment to how your opponent's playing. And sometimes the change is between the ears.
Absolutely. Momentum is a ethereal thing, sometimes hard to sort out. He's, for the first time in this match, just taking off the binding on the table tennis bat. And they're already having the conversation, of course, because the time is ticking down. And that's a clever little thing from Davies, because it will take a few extra seconds to put that binding back on again.
Flat serves into the middle, but if he gives you it back, don't just give it back. You then have to go push out wide to the back end, or top spin out wide to the back. You can't just go flat serve to the middle and just...
Asking for a bit more aggression, I think the British coach saying, don't just push it back, do something with it.
Or push out. And you serve him, do the top spin serve from the middle of wide back and then follow up. So if he serves, does a short one, get in, try and knock that off to the side and then up into the back end. Just one's out here.
Gilroy on the left. Just missed out on the medal herself.
Let's go, Robbie, let's go, is the chant from his support team.
So the timeout is done, but we'll have a little bit more time once he binds up that bat.
officials with the opportunity while Davies is attending to the bat to attend to the table.
Deep in meditation, Ju Young-dae. It's easier said than done, isn't it, getting your head in the right place? This man, not one for silent contemplation, I don't think. I think he's more of an action. Just get on with it.
Yeah, Ju Young-dae, not the most vocal of players at the table. We've heard a bit from Davies.
More serene as a player, isn't he?
Oh, there is some luck. What we're talking about can favour you. It could easily have dropped on his own side of the net. It just made it over.
Oh, and it's repaid immediately.
Yep. Sorry.
That was a good return, but the next shot from Davis was a little bit, a bit loose, really. That's what the coach is talking about, getting it out wide, making it more difficult for Ju, taking him out of his comfort zone. And at the moment, he's certainly not happy.
Scoreboard situation pretty serious for Ju. Davies 3 points from the match.
Make that two. Edging towards what would be a second British gold medal of these Paralympic Games in table tennis. Oh, and it just didn't go over. It was so close, and Ju can't believe it. And that gives Rob Davis 5 gold medal points.
Risky serve, doesn't come off. Everything favouring Davies now. There it is. That's a gold medal to him. He's gone from 5th to 1st in the space of 4 years.
Look at the celebrations in the stands. There are a lot of well-wishers, a lot of fans there, and a lot of noise, but you have to feel, spare a thought for Ju Young-dae, who is now showing a little bit of emotion because he was playing some really good table tennis, but in the end, just overpowered by the ability of Rob Davis.
You can read his lips, I'm sure. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Lovely moment between the two players. And they'll have a chance to chat later on as well after they go away from the table to the holding room, ready for the medal ceremonies.
You know, some of the emotion that the players feel as the head drops for Ju and the scream of elation comes from Davies. You know, it channels way back perhaps to when he had his rugby accident. The sport he wanted to play was the opportunity taken away from him, and his way forward was table tennis, and he's triumphed on the ultimate stage.
Competitive guys. He certainly was before he had his accident, and he certainly is afterwards, and it's given him an outlet for that competitive spirit, and it has meant an awful lot to him. For Ju, he'll be disappointed that he hasn't got the gold, but this is the man who made his debut after the London Paralympics and has a silver medal.
Quite moving sportsmanship really between the two. A lot of respect there. A lot of respect. 11-5 in the fourth. Davies overdue. So gold to Great Britain, silver to Korea.
How you guys like Rio De Janeiro so far and the atmosphere during Paralympics?
Yeah, the fans have been amazing. The places are really nice places. The weather's brilliant. Really just perfect. So yeah, really enjoying the experience.
Great Britain's doing really well in the Paralympics. A lot of medals. How you guys feel about your country doing so well in this category?
I'm so proud of Great Britain. I'm so proud of the Paralympics. One of the biggest sport nations. We've done the best we can. So come on, Great Britain, really.
Right, there you have it. Great Britain. Guys, now back to you and the tech guys. são 287 brasileiros.
Galera, a gente precisa de vocês, é com o seu grito, com a sua boa vibração, com a sua torcida que a gente vai mais pra frente.
Tragam um cachorro, papagaio.
A gente vai correr mais rápido, nadar mais rápido, fazer mais gols.
Todo mundo, familiares, primos, parentes, compareçam e venham torcer para o nosso basquetebol em cadeira de roda.
No goalball também.
23 modalidades, consequentemente a gente não vai fazer feio, não vai decepcionar.
É uma performance incrível.
Para o nosso país, para todas as modalidades, venham torcer, que nós todos somos Brasil.
A gente não tá sozinho, estamos com vocês.
Vamos emocionar muita gente.
Todos somos Rio 2016.
Todos somos nós. Valeu.
Beijão, valeu, galera.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the table tennis men's singles class 8.
Senhoras e senhores, a cerimônia de premiação do tênis de mesa individual masculino classe 8.
Well, this gold medal class 8 match won by Zhao Shuai. Could be a little unfair to describe it as one-sided, but he certainly won it in straight games, 5, 6 and 9. And Andras Schonka could just not get a grip on a strategy to unravel the game of Zhao.
The medals will be presented by Executive Vice President of the International Table Tennis Federation.
Petra Soling, the WTF Vice President, back again to hand out the medals. And after a stint doing the medals, Lotte Darfeld will be giving the gifts, the mascot named Tom.
Named after the singer of the girl from Ipanema.
Bronze medalist representing Poland.
Medalha de bronze representando a Polônia.
Dr. Grudjian, 24 years of age, beat Yi Chao-kun of China in that bronze medal match. And a silver in Beijing, but was 9th in London, so a vast improvement and another medal for him. From Zielona Góra in Poland. They'll be delighted, I am sure. Big smile from the youngster, bronze for Petr Grudjian of Poland.
Representing Hungary.
Medalha de prata representando a Hungria.
Andras Csonka.
Csonka gets his first Paralympic medal. He's had a couple of bronzes at World Championship level, but from a 5th placing in London to the podium in Rio, the 27-year-old from Budapest.
And he's been gradually coming up the rankings, hasn't he? You said 5th in London, 7th in Beijing, so Who knows, next time out. This time silver, though, for Andreas Jonker of Hungary.
Medalha de ouro e campeão paralímpico, representando a República Popular da China, Zhou Shuai.
Back to back he goes. He triumphed in London as a 17-year-old. My goodness, if he stays in the sport long enough at this level, he could really set the records. Also the Asian Games champion from 2014, Incheon.
Has World Championship medals as well. And he has dominated Class 8. A second gold then for him in the Paralympic Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of the People's Republic of China.
Senhoras e senhores, o hino da República Popular da China.
March of the Volunteers, a frequently heard anthem at the table tennis. China victorious once again. Zhou Shuai from Andres Jonker of Hungary and Poland's Peter Grudzian. Time for our next match, the women's singles class 7 gold medal affair between Kelly van Zon of the Netherlands and Kubra Korkut of Turkey. Chan of Canada beaten by Van Zon, and Kim of Korea falling to Korkut in the semis. So it'll be a 28-year-old from the Netherlands against 22-year-old from Ankara in Turkey, Kubra Korkut. Kelly van Zon from Arnhem in the Netherlands. And the athletes are on their way.
If you've been watching this competition, you may recall, I think possibly the shot of the tournament from Kelly van Zon. She puts the crutch under the table, doesn't play with the crutch, and there was one forehand out to her forehand, very, very wide, and she just launched herself, managed to get it round the side of the table. I think it was against Korkut. Women on the other side of the table thought they'd won the point, was always turning away, and yeah, the eyes just bulged, and Korkut was on the floor having, sorry, Van Zon was on the floor having made the shot. It's an astonishing shot.
Yes, Van Zon defeated Korkut in the group stage, 3 games to 1, 12-10, 11-7, 5-11, 12-10. So that was a pretty tough, tight affair.
Yeah, Korkut ended up just by where the towel receptacle is. Astonishing. Korkut just couldn't believe it. She was just about to turn away thinking she won the point with an absolutely belting forehand. But Kelly van Zon, the 28-year-old, the gold medalist in London, bronze in Beijing, 3 times European champion. She is a class act. Korkut, 6 years her junior, 4th in the singles at London, so she has progressed as well and has a chance to overturn that group stage defeat as well and be on the top step of the podium.
Flavia Both of Brazil and Masai Higashijima. Get that family name out correctly for Masai Higashijima.
Very good. This should be a really good contest between these two.
Not normally thrown by Japanese names, they're just Masai's is a little bit longer.
Well, perhaps Van Zon could help you. She speaks 4 languages. I don't think one of them is Japanese, to be fair, but...
Well, the Dutch, I find, as a nation, are linguistically very able. We're one of those countries where they understand that not a lot of people, apart from those in the Netherlands, speak Dutch, so they realise that to communicate with the world, it helps if they speak 1 or 2 others, maybe more.
And one other thing about Kelly van Zon, which you may find amusing when you see how expressive she is at the table. Apparently she likes to play poker.
Okay.
So I don't think that the poker face will be on today, but I could be wrong. Korkut, her philosophy, by the way, big fish eat small fish. Now, I'm not sure whether that applies to this gold medal match for her. Getting the pleasantries out the way, then we can get going.
Well, along with the simple philosophy of big fish eat small fish, it is a game you can get on your smartphone.
If you wish to waste your life away, yeah, absolutely. Or you're waiting for the bus to come. Forget the philosophy, play the game. And what a game and a tournament this woman has had. Dropped just the 2 Games on her way through. Looking very, very good. Corcut though. There's that loss to Kelly Van Zyl. The rest of the time, she as well has played very, very well. And she'll be confident. I know, obviously, psychologically, she has to deal with that loss to Van Zyl. But fourth in singles in London. She knows she's guaranteed her best ever finish at the Paralympics. And she just has to have the confidence to go for it.
Now, the artistically minded in our audiences around the world might also know that Peter Bruegel had a drawing called Big Fish, Eat Little Fish, 1556. Just pulled it up on my computer here. It's a very curious looking thing. I can't recommend it if you're just about to have a fish dinner. Anyway, that's probably enough about the personal philosophy of Kubra Corcut.
I thought you just had that in the back of your mind, that stat.
Here we go.
Gold medal match then, Class 7, this women's single competition.
Well, there's a shot.
We talked about the way she flings herself around the table, and yeah, you won't see the poker face here. You'll see hands on, loud, looking to dominate the table. What a spin, or a side spin on that serve. And she's into a 2-point lead in quick style. Couldn't quite get enough top spin on that one though. She does get to the shot she thinks she won't be able to get to, Van Zyl, but this time just pushing it wide. Corcut back on level terms. Oh, yes.
Great control on the shot from Corcut that had a fair bit on it. And Van Zyl, she's delighted with that. Ought to be.
Corcut, she'll have that feeling of deja vu that she's played out of her skin and it still comes back.
So, Richard, what do you think of this idea from Corcut that her ambition coming to these games is to win the silver medal?
I hadn't picked that one up. Well, she's definitely can fulfill that.
So she's achieved that ambition. Now she's in bonus territory because she's got a shot at the gold, I suppose. But to make it your stated ambition, I want to win the silver medal.
That's an odd thing to say, isn't it? Perhaps I want to win a medal. Quite specific.
She might have been misquoted.
This is true. I'm sure she wants the gold now, though. And that's a lovely shot. Just a little bit tentative from Corcut and just taking the edge of the table as it went through.
These two equally aggressive, really, and that's reflected on the scoreboard. First game, Gold medal match, Class 7. Turkey and the Netherlands. Couldn't control it, Fanson. This is evolving into a really good match. I like the look of what we're seeing here in terms of maybe going to extra games rather than a straight game affair. Well, the net cord doesn't favour Corkut on occasion. Sometimes the player gets a really advantageous deflection off the net, but Fanson pounced on it. Well, she stormed home in the latter stages of that opening game to take it 11-9. Kelly Fanson.
And she doesn't hide her emotions at the table, tennis table. Picks up that crutch to get over nice and quickly to the coach. I'm not sure there's too much to be said between the Dutch pair. It's the Turkish athlete who has a bit of thinking to do. She's one game down in this gold medal match.
Biz ne dedik, oraya oynamayacağız dedik. Ataklar oraya. Yönlendirdiğim toplar 1-1. Anladın mı? Sen ne yaptın? Gittin atak yaptı topu, adam anlatamıyorum, direkt önüne oynadın, buradan bastırdın. Tamam, ona dikkat edeceğiz. Oké. Op het moment dat je die bal naar de voorkant wegstuurt, dat je je petje hoog houdt en dat je die bal lokt naar het midden. Dat houdt haar hele aanval eruit. Ja? Dus hij gaat weer aangeven dat jij die seismic topspin serve illegali doet. Dus focus erop dat je goed serveert. Laat je hand open zien. Zorg dat je je aanval durft te pakken. Geef je een trage bal, instappen. Duw hem weg naar de buitenkant. Oké?
Well, the only bit I picked up there was topspin serve. And okay. And it is okay at the moment for Kelly Fanson. She leads 11-9 the first.
Reigning champion looking good after that first game. Just had to stretch a bit, couldn't get the control on the shot. Right on the edge.
Well, Fanson, the more aggressive in the rally, gets the benefit.
Tight in the second game so far.
Oh, gets the edge of the table and up goes the hand in apology from Corkut.
Great defending though from Fanson. Couldn't do anything about that though. Such quick hands for Kelly Van Zon. And a fabulous forehand. A lot of Dutch in the arena at the moment. Very noisy. Just took a faintest of touches, I think, on the edge of the table. Yep, an apology from Van Zon, but she gets the point. Six apiece. And we have a pause in proceedings.
You were describing before, Richard, the great shot from Van Zon when she was down low and came around the net, as you can do in tennis, of course, too. If it's sent wide enough, the ball doesn't have to pass at net height. But because if you hit the side of the table, that's not a legal landing point. If you're going to hit the edge of the table, it has to be on the top edge, not the side of the table.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think most people know that, but it's when you force that wide, you've still got to get it up to the table height.
It was an astonishing shot, really, in the moments of the day in the Paralympics. Van Zon finished the last game like a train, but can she do the same again here? Colcott working hard at the timeout. The coach felt it was important to make a couple of points. Couple away from rack up a second game, and that will do it. It's 2 game points for Kelly Van Zon. Boozling Colcott with the serve, who is in a bit of a hole here. Has the serve. It's the net, goes long. That's one salvage for Colcott. What a reaction.
So the first 2 games going to the Netherlands. Kelly Van Zon, 11-9-9, both taking around 6 minutes. And the length of rally, not very long either. They're very aggressive players. So the longest rally, 8 strokes in both games, actually.
Net söylüyorum. Bunları biz bu hataları yapmazsak zaten bize televizyon değil. Anladın mı? Yani tamam nereden böyle bir şey yaptın anlayamadım ama bu yapsaydı. İşte yapma şansı. Zaten sprinde öyle bir şey yok. Uzaktan. Hadi.
11-9, 11-9. First two games to award number one, the gold medalist from London, Kelly Van Zon. Kubra Korkut has played well, but she's up against a bit of a force of nature here. It's long. Body language is not the greatest at the moment from Kubra Korkut of Turkey. Needs to make sure there's not a momentum building for the Dutch athlete.
One of the toughest things to do in sport at whatever level is to close it out. Get yourself to winning position and finish the job. Because it's then that your mind can get distracted from the process and start thinking about the outcome.
Everyone says take each point as it comes. Easier said than done, but this is a very confident woman, and she is.
Yeah, don't think about match point. Think about this point.
I don't think about the last point either.
Yeah.
That's what Korkut has to do, but as we said, it's a tricky old business. 6-2. Looks like the wind is in Kelly Van Zon's sails at the moment. It was a better constructed point from Korkut, but just couldn't finish it off.
I was reminded at this point about how to close out a sporting contest by a great golfer and turned commentator Johnny Miller, but it applies to all sports. Is that there are plenty of good players, but very few good finishers.
Well, Van Zon looks like she's in a hurry to finish this one off. The reigning Paralympic and world champion, 3 points away. And that one is long. She's frustrated with herself. Her motto, by the way, is you'll never win when you're afraid to lose, which is an interesting one. She's certainly giving it everything here. That was a poor serve, and just a little chink of light for Korkut in this third game. Oh, and that's not the time, if there is ever a time to serve a fault. 9-5. Van Zon tantalizingly close to taking this match. She has 5 gold medal points. I don't think it was ever in doubt.
And rushes over for the embrace with the coach.
Another gold medal for Kelly Van Zon, who had the gold in London. Korkut never really got into this match. She'll take the silver. Her first singles medal in the Paralympics after being 4th in London. But she has been outstanding in this tournament, Kelly Van Zon. And she takes the gold.
Athletic aggressive, persistent, and strategic too. So hard lines for Kubra Kokut, but if it was her ambition to win a medal at these games, she's done that. It will be the silver because Kelly Van Zon has decided it's gold again for her.
Still just 28 years of age. So there's a lot of table tennis left in this young lady. Got 6 years her junior, so I imagine these two will be meeting every 4 years for quite some time to come.
Belki sana da hak veriyorum. Gerçekten çok falsolu gelebilir top. O yüzden yönlendirebiliyorsun diye düşün. Anlatabiliyor muyum?
Portanto, Kelly Van Zoon, da Holanda, conseguiu o ouro individual feminino na classe 7. Parabéns!
And congratulations to the Netherlands, Kelly Van Zoon, who wins the gold in the women's singles class 7. A 3-0 victory over Turkey's Kubra Korkutu takes the silver. Big Four starts. 4-1 for Kim Seung of the Republic of Korea, and timeout called by Team Canada.
Estamos acompanhando na mesa 4 a última partida desta sessão. Vale bronze no individual feminino classe 7. Stefan Chen vai perdendo por 4-7 por 4-1 Kim Seung Ok. Se confirmar este resultado, a vitória no 4-7 vence a partida e fatura o bronze. E daqui a pouquinho teremos também as cerimônias de premiação. Você continua conosco acompanhando esta última partida e daqui a pouquinho tem as cerimônias de premiação.
most looking forward to competing on the world stage against the best athletes in the world and hopefully taking one of the top spots.
What I like most on the Paralympic Games is just meeting athletes from all over the world and feel the spirit. So besides the competition, the races itself, but I think the spirit is one of the things I was really looking forward to.
It's my first Paralympics and I've never come to these before, so it's a whole new experience of being to come down here to Rio and represent the country in the sport of the hand cycling is a dream come true for me. So I just see how I get on against some of the best guys that are out here and hopefully do well.
It has been one of my dreams of my life to be in the Paralympics, and finally it has arrived with 28 years old, but it has arrived. I'm looking forward to everything because it's a new experience. Being with so many great stars of parasport from all the world, it's fantastic.
I'm looking forward to just get in the arena and see all wonderful fans that come out and support us. I'm definitely ready to get out here and do the 100 meters and 200 meters too. Ready to go out there and compete.
It's my first Paralympics. I really want to enjoy it, have fun, really live the experience. And also we're here to compete. We're here to bring the medal home and represent our country.
There's so much to take in with the Paralympic Games, and this is my first one, so I'm just looking forward to getting in there, doing my sport to the best of my ability and doing GB proud, and of course going in supporting my teammates, both in archery and in other sports as well.
Muito feliz em estar
The presenters, the medals, and the medal winners make their way back into the venue for the Class 1 men's table tennis. Really a high quality final contested by Rob Davies of Great Britain and Ju Young Dae of the Republic of Korea. All credit to both men for the display they put on.
The medals will be presented by President of the International Paralympic Committee.
And how lovely to have Sir Philip Craven with us, the IPC president, to present the medals. He's been busy visiting every venue, encouraging the athletes, talking to everyone who's helped make these games a roaring success.
Just showing here as well. It's good to have the big boss here, isn't it? Like you say, his job really is to get around as many venues as possible, meet as many people, as many of the athletes, and what a special moment for these athletes to have Sir Philip to actually present the medals. Nam Ki-won winning the bronze medal, beat Andrei Major of Hungary 3-1. 50 years of age now. Before this, his best in singles was 9th in Beijing. Got the team gold in Beijing in the World Championships. But this is something special for the Paralympics. Bronze end for Nam Ki-won of Korea.
Silver medalist representing the Republic of Korea. Medalha de prata representando a República da Coreia. Ju Young Dae.
Ju Young Dae, 43 years of age, from Sacheon, singles champion from the Asian Games in Korea a couple of years ago in 2014, and a silver medal now in Paralympic competition. A great final. He really posed Rob Davies some issues.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Great Britain. Medalha de ouro e campeão paralímpico representando a Grã-Bretanha. Robert Davies.
Well, I guess it was a moment of serendipity that when he was doing his rehabilitation after his accident playing rugby, he met Sarah Head, part of the British Paralympic table tennis squad, and not many years on, here he is, top of the podium, getting the gold medal from one of his countrymen as well.
A good long chat from Sir Philip.
What a lovely moment for him, the man from Brecon, the man from Wales, the man representing Great Britain, 5th in London. Not worry about that now, because in Rio he has the gold. It was an excellent display of table tennis from the 32-year-old. Rob Davies of Great Britain takes the gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Great Britain.
Senhoras e senhores, o hino da Grã-Bretanha.
Marvellous moment for the world #1, now the Paralympic champion as well. This is how it's finished. Nam Ki-won of Korea with the bronze. Silver for his compatriot Ju Young Dae of Korea. And the gold medal goes to Great Britain and to Rob Davis.
I just think stories like Rob's are incredibly useful for reminding us that just because something bad happens, as happened with his rugby accident, it doesn't mean that there aren't new opportunities to be had. And he's reached a level of sport and recognition in a different sport that he may never have reached in his rugby career. Yes, his life has presented a lot of big challenges, but he's taken them on. And how proud is he right now?
And the nice thing about that moment there is Sarah Head, whose chat helped to inspire him, is in this hall and watching on, I'm sure with a great deal of pride at what her friend and colleague has done.
todos os brasileiros a
Venham todos.
no centro dos nossos atletas brasileiros. São 287 brasileiros.
Galera, a gente precisa de vocês. É com o seu grito, com a sua boa vibração, com a sua torcida que a gente vai mais pra frente.
Tragam um cachorro, papagaio.
A gente vai correr mais rápido, nadar mais rápido, fazer mais gols.
Todo mundo, familiares, primos, parentes, compareçam e venham torcer para o nosso basquetebol em cadeira de roda.
No goalball também.
23 modalidades, consequentemente a gente não vai fazer feio, não vai decepcionar.
Tem uma performance incrível.
No nosso país, para todas as modalidades, venham torcer, que nós todos somos Brasil.
A gente não tá sozinho, estamos com vocês.
Vamos emocionar muita gente.
Todos somos o Rio 2016.
Todos somos nós. Valeu.
Beijão, valeu, galera.
Hola amigos de Samsung Paralympic Bloggers, estoy aquí con Sebastián Rosero. Estamos yendo a entrenar en la pista para la competencia que se nos acerca el domingo, los 1500 metros planos.
Bueno, acabamos de terminar el entrenamiento de las 7 de la mañana del equipo español. Aquí estamos las tres.
Hola a todos, hoy os quiero presentar la sala de competición.
Conozcan un poco de la pista, donde vamos a entrenar, aproximadamente unas 2 horas, todo lo que nos prepara nuestro coach para la tabla del domingo, las exigencias.
Encantado de disfrutar de unas instalaciones y una bola espectacular. Qué maravilla. Como han desplegado unas mesas y una de juego preciosas. La verdad que es una maravilla jugar en estas condiciones.
Que como veis, a pesar de que es muy temprano, tenemos mucha energía y estamos disfrutando mucho del agua.
Un abrazo a todos y nos vemos pronto.
Un saludo para ustedes, gracias.
Adiós.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the table tennis women's singles class 7.
Senhoras e senhores, a cerimônia de premiação do tênis de mesa individual feminino classe 7.
So the medal ceremony for the women's singles class 7, and I think one of the stars of this tournament is making her way, ready to stand on the top step of the podium. Kelly Van Zon, I think probably the shot of the tournament and one of the characters of the tournament as well. Jutta van Driel. She's been busy in the table tennis competition, handing out the medals, still smiling. And the Minister of the Sport for the Netherlands has made an appearance, Edith Schippers. Oh, I'm sure she's very keen to put the gift, present it to Van Zon and have a conversation. Kim Seung-ok, 49-year-old, overcame Stephanie Chan of Canada 3-1 for Championship silver in 2014. And this will be equally treasured at the Paralympic Games. A big smile, she's managed the bronze medal here. And the gift for the bronze-coloured mop of hair. Kim Seung-ok takes bronze.
Stay on the stage, that's it. Just so happy she forgot where to stand.
You want to keep your moment in the limelight, don't you, for as long as possible.
And silver it is for Kubra Korkut. After a silver medal in team competition 4 years ago. Now she's got one in individual event. Fought hard. Took plenty of points off Van Zon in the first 2 games. Pushed her all the way, really.
She's such a character. She is still the reigning Paralympic champion, world champion as well. The gold medal in London, the bronze in Beijing as well. 3 times European champion. There's not much she hasn't won, and some of the table tennis she has produced in Class 7 has been outstanding.
Let's see if there's a chat here in Edith Schippers. Oh no, just a quick congratulations from...
I bet there'll be a chat after once we get through the anthem. It is gold for Kelly Van Zon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of the Netherlands.
Senhoras e senhores, o hino dos Países Baixos.
Well, we mentioned that she likes playing a bit of poker, but that wasn't a poker face.
No,
all the emotion coming out there.
Yeah, she has under control for about 10 seconds and then totally lost it, but that's all.
Smiles again.
Yeah,
fabulous, and that's how it's finished. Kim Seung-ok of Korea with the bronze, the silver going to Kubra Korkut of Turkey, and a well-deserved gold medal, continuing her streak of gold medals at the Paralympic Games, her second after London. It is gold for Kelly Van Zon of the Netherlands.